This is the Game Philosopher, and today we're talking about don't be cynical. It's cynicism. So, when people think of cynicism, they're talking a lot about politics. Don't be cynical, vote. Well, the thing is, people don't really know what cynicism is. It's not some pessimism. In fact, what cynicism would see this chair? Well, don't need it. In fact, what I'm going to do instead is sit on this ground right up by the door. I'm getting rid of all these comforts. And I'm freeing myself. I have no worries about anything. I might end up sleeping in this nice little uncomfortable position on the wall. I might even go outside, sleep on the grass. I don't care about dressing extravagantly. I'll just dress the way I need to dress. Now, on shaving, I don't care that I have a neck beard and that my beard is barely noticeable. The fact is, I don't care. Because cynicism, it's extreme indifference. And when we're talking about extreme indifference, really, when we're talking about voting, the cynic just does not care. Now, you might object that, well, don't be a cynic. Well, that means if you don't care, you're not going to vote. Blah, blah, blah. Well, cynics don't really care. That's the point. I mean, cynics could vote if they want. They could not. They don't have to. I mean, Diogenes the Sinope, he actually insulted Alexander the Great, telling him to get out of his light. And all these customs, he just really didn't care about. He just did things his way, and he followed a strict moral and ethical system. He's not like this punk who would, he was kind of a punk. Never mind. So yeah, he was not just some principleless type of bandit. He actually had a reason to do these things, and he did it because he believed in the totality of liberty and freedom, which comes from strict self-control. And a big part of that would be for example, when you're looking at the discourses of Epictetus, he says that you should not give in pretty much when someone tells you something like, shave your beard or I'll kill you. Say, I will not shave my beard. Now that was a paraphrase, but at the same time it's interesting. Now, the interesting thing also is that when you actually look at the Christianity, you have two great intellects, in my opinion. You have Saint Augustine from the West, and Saint John, I am going to mispronunciate this badly, but John Chrysostomon. I just mispronunciated that, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, as a cynic, I don't care. Aha! Practical, right? So, Augustine was more of a Platonist. I'll get to talking more about him in a different video when I recreate my modern Platonicism series. Now, as to this other chap, he was a great figure in Constantinople, and in his oration on wealth and poverty, or one of them, he actually said that Spirit talked about what he called a spiritual soldier, and how that type of person does not sleep in these ivory beds, but on the floor. And in a sense, what we get is a similarity of Christian asceticism. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right either, but you get the similarity between that and Greek philosophical cynicism. At the same time, you also have this Platonicism, which I'll talk about later in a different video, but pretty much you get the idea that nothing really matters. In fact, this whole entire this floor, the walls, whatever, could be made out of the most uncomfortable material. And the cynic wouldn't care. But at the same time, what is not caring? Well, we're not talking about being a terrible human being, or even giving up on things, but rather that you're not letting anything affect you that shouldn't affect you, and in doing so, you have more energy to devote to doing virtuous task, and that cynicism actually creates what's strictly what would be called a practical philosophy, as opposed to theoretical. Now, I'll get more into the practical versus theoretical in a different video. This is the Game Philosopher, signing out.